Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy, presented by Yamaha.
Your hand, Paul? Go. He's in the boat. Woo!
Welcome to this special episode of Sportsman's Adventures. And this week we're talking tournaments and everything that goes along with them. Big fish, big weekends, and big money. Focusing on two big tournaments in the Florida Keys, the Drambuie Blue Marlin Tournament, as well as the Key West Sailfish Championship. Many of these tournaments are tied into events such as the case in the Drambuie in Key West. My good buddy Tim Green explains about all the fun.
The Drambuie fishing tournament takes place during Hemingway days. And Ernest Hemingway was an icon here in Key West who pioneered marlin fishing. And marlin fishing occurred when he used to take the boat Pilar between Key West and Havana, Cuba. And there is a drop-off about 18 miles off Key West, which was discovered by a man who started the Key West Marlin Tournament by the name of Norman Wood, and we call it Wood's Wall. So we fish Wood's Wall for marlin, and it is probably one of the most productive marlin fisheries in the Caribbean. Key West is a fun town. I've always kidded, I cannot control the fishing or the weather. But, you know, the tournament can control the fun. And we are known as a fun tournament. We have a great time because we fish all day, but we come back and we do things together every afternoon and evening. So it's like a family gathering of friends that you've met over the years. Well, marlin fishing is, in the world of fishing, is one of the upper echelons of fishing. But the king of all the tournaments is marlin fishing. And the reason why it takes many, many hours and lots of fuel and lots of money to catch a marlin.
Blue sheet, validation sheet. Got it, Ned?
Got it. Okay. Name, boat name.
Boat name Ruckus. Angler Gary Ing.
All right.
The time is 10 minutes to 11. Day one. Pick up line, Gary. Kind of get up there on the hovering board there, Gary. There you go, buddy. There he is, I see him. Nice and easy ups and downs, Gary. Are you steady getting line? Yep. I see him. See him down there a bit?
Yeah, I see him. I don't know if the camera can or not.
Not yet. Paul, I'm on you now, buddy. Leader, we got the leader.
Show me that blue page again.
Pat, here it is. Get the fish, dude. There.
Pat, give me that blue sheet.
Blue sheet. Come on, Pat. Man, hurry up. Blue sheet, white marlin, boys.
Blue sheet's in it, day one.
Day one, white marlin.
Blue sheet again, please. Ruckus, day one.
Gary Ing, fall.
White marlin. No.
Bottom or not?
No,
Are we tagging for points, Paul, or no?
Huh?
Tag for points?
No.
You gonna cut it?
No.
Got it, buddy?
Roll it, roll it.
They got it.
Good job, boys.
I had a really good crew, had really good friends on board. We had a really good time. I think the whole point of all of this is to have a good time. And with regard to winning the Drambuie, that's a big deal.
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. FWC, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Williamson Lures for the Pelagic Playground. Maverick Boat Company, makers of premium boat brands, Maverick, Hughes, and Pathfinder. Humminbird, simply, clearly, better. The Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. Costa Sunglasses, see what's out there. And Rapala, catch the latest at Rapala.com.
Introducing Helmmaster, Yamaha's first fully integrated digital boat control system. With Helmmaster, you can start your outboards with a swipe of a paw and control them with a single lever. Outboard trim and steering friction adjust automatically as you accelerate and decelerate. Adjust engine speed with the touch of a button. The Helmmaster joystick provides the means to navigate and dock precisely with confidence and ease. Take control of your next vessel with Helmmaster at your command.
Remember the glory days of gasoline? It's just not made the same anymore.
Kick your gas into gear with StarTron. Pump up the performance in all of your engines. Cure the problems of ethanol with the power of enzymes. And maximize your mileage every time you drive. Kickstart your engines with StarTron.
He's fished here for decades. He knows every hump, every drop-off, every contour. He's dedicated his entire life to understanding this single body of water, and he didn't know squat about it until 2 hours ago. AutoChart Live lets you build your own high-definition maps anywhere in the world in real time. Only with Onyx. Only from Humminbird.
It's been said that a bad day of fishing is better than a good day at the office. But down here in the Florida Keys, we have to disagree. Because with over 200 of the world's best charter boat captains and guides, there's no such thing as a bad day of fishing. The Florida Keys and Key West.
Thank you for joining us on Sportsman's Adventures. You can catch all the latest happenings, contests, appearances by liking us on Facebook and following us on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to hook up with Sportsman's Adventures, you can find full episodes of Sportsman's Adventures plus tips and techniques on our YouTube channel. If there's a product that we use during the show that you'd like to know more about, you can find links to our sponsors by heading to sportsmansadventures.com. This week's Costa Cool Place and Moment brings us to the Casa Antigua in Key West. The building was originally built in 1919 as the Trev Moore Hotel with 13-inch walls that were made of recycled brick from Fort Zachary Taylor. In 1928, Ernest Hemingway and his wife Pauline arrived in Key West via an ocean liner expecting to pick up a brand new Ford from the dealership that was located on the ground floor of the hotel. The car hadn't arrived yet, so the couple was stranded for at least 2 weeks and were invited to stay in the hotel until it arrived. During his stay, Hemingway made many trips to Mallory Square, where he'd find boats for deep-sea fishing. Also, close by was his favorite watering hole, Sloppy Joe's.
And he and his wife Pauline stayed here off and on for 3 years. And in that 3 years, though, he fell in love with Key West and later on bought the house on Whitehead Street. But he loved it here.
And he loved it so much that he wrote a farewell to arms while staying there. So, if you'd really like to dive into Old Town Key West history, visit Hemingway's first place. And that's why Casa Antigua is this week's Costa Cool Place and Moment. You know, we have to talk about rules, and in all of these billfish release tournaments, they have similar formats when it comes to capturing the fish. The first thing that you have to understand is you have to have an ID of the fish. Now that could be an underwater picture of the fish, it could be the fish jumping, verifying that you do have a billfish on. The next thing that you need to know is that there's going to be some type of leader release. So when that mate grabs the leader, or maybe one of your teammates touches the leader, that's when it's verified that you have a leader touch. The other thing that also you're going to have to do after you touch the leader is you're going to have to verify that catch either by a card that's been given to you from the tournaments, or there's a coded card and they will give you a confirmation number. All of the tournaments use this similar format.
Hold him up one more time. Cool. Here we go. Oh, you're a beauty.
The cool thing about billfish tournaments is they always have fun fish categories as part of the tournament. Now those fun fish can consist of dolphin, wahoos, kingfish, and tunas. Now check out what this dolphin does on the boat Rutgers when they put a gaff in.
Nice and easy, Pat. Or nice and easy, Gary.
Yeah, that's a nice fish. Nice dolphin. Beauty.
Gary, if he starts pulling, you let him go. Nice.
We've got the leader. There's our fish. Day one, ruckus.
Need the food again on it, or you got it?
I think we're good for that. Or do we need to do it again, Kenny?
Need a hand, Paul? Go.
He's in the boat. Holy
Get out of the way! Get out of the way! We are. That's enough. All caught. Get away from it. Wow! Look at holy Come on! Come in, buddy. Get that deck open before it comes out of the boat.
Pat, smile for the camera, buddy.
Hey, don't punch the leader all the way in the corner over there. See what I'm talking about? I got it.
You know, when you're trolling for marlin, you're trolling at about 6 knots or maybe just a little bit faster. It all depends on the captain's techniques. But you often catch sailfish while doing it. Check out this one.
You got that, Cole?
it.
Carl, get on the right side. Gotta get close to that side of fish. So it's not that picture with the card in the picture. Hold it next to the fish. Hold it next to the fish. Hold it up.
Sail.
Well, congratulations to all the guys that fished in the Drambuie Blue Marlin tournament. I know the conditions were tough. More importantly, everybody returned home safe and had a great time, which is what Key West always seems to offer. Now, when we come back after this commercial break, we're going to be in Key West for the Key West Sailfish Championship of the World.
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by La Jolla Resort, a place for family and fishermen. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Custom trailer manufacturer Ameritrail. Contender Boats, performance through innovation. Suffix Lines, the world's most hardcore fishing line. VMC, your expert in hooks. Startron, cures and prevents ethanol fuel problems. And there's no stopping Okuma.
You know there's more to it than luck. There's fishing the right bait, the water temperature, the wind, the season, and then there's the boat. We'll put it simply, the boat matters. To own a Contender is to own the best sport fishing boat on the market, period. Contender offers the most comprehensive model range with bigger, faster, and more fuel-efficient boats than the competition. There's only one choice for serious anglers. Contender Boats. Performance through innovation.
All fishermen are created equal. Some just use better fishing line.
It's been said that a bad day of fishing is better than a good day at the office. But down here in the Florida Keys, we have to disagree. Because with over 200 of the world's best charter boat captains and guides, there's no such thing as a bad day of fishing. The Florida Keys and Key West.
Yamaha's next generation V6 4-strokes are changing the game.
Mid-range power was awesome. Fuel, the burn, it's unbelievable.
Couldn't believe the speed and the fuel economy is pretty impressive.
I couldn't believe the power. It was like it was more like doing a quarter mile on a drag strip.
And them things are like, it's a whole nother game. So I made the switch.
Experience the difference for yourself during the Yamaha Discover V6 Offshore Demo Tour. See why we call it the Game Changer.
Hi, this is Captain Rick Murphy from the Chevy Florida Insider Fishing Report and Sportsman's Adventures TV shows. Being able to enjoy fishing and boating in Florida is a dream come true. There's not a better place to be. Here are a couple tips to make sure your time on the water is more enjoyable and safer. Pay attention while operating your boat. A distracted boater is the single greatest cause of boating accidents. Make sure you maintain 360-degree awareness, scan constantly to make sure you avoid running into boats, docks, or any other objects. Another way to make sure your time on the water is safer is by developing a life jacket habit. The newer inflatable life jackets are so comfortable you won't feel like you're wearing one. Most importantly, you want to make sure you return home safely to your friends and family. Don't take a chance. Wear a life jacket all the time while boating. Life jackets save lives. Wear it, Florida. For more information, log on to myfwc.com. Now understand, when sail fishing, the preferred method these days is kite fishing. But the one common denominator that all the winning teams have is having great baits. Now, goggle eyes and thread fins are really funny in the way they act or the way they actually look if they've been handled or dipped a bunch of times with a dip net. So remember that, guys. If you have any red or any little scales that are gone, or even maybe fingerprints from handling those fish, maybe those are baits that you don't want to use. But baits are a huge part of a successful sailfish team.
Welcome to the Key West Sailfish Championship.
Now, kite fishing for sailfish is how you can really rack up a lot of points. Certainly in Key West, you're fishing against the best of the best. So understanding that multiples can really run up your score rather quickly and put everybody else actually behind you. Check out what happens on Asian Pearl right off the bat with a triple.
Okay, so, wow.
Go, 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 go.
We have a double. Jens and Chris. I'm on Chris now. And there was... Which one I'm on? Yeah, which one I'm going? Jens.
Get them both, Andy.
I did get both.
Yeah, get both. Jens and Chris are on. Slowly coming up, Jeff. Right, get ready. We're gonna jump on him. I'm ready. Get the release quick. Oh!
We have another one?
Yeah, short. Yeah.
Okay, we have a third one. Victor.
Right here. Jump. Got it.
Awesome. Keep the leader.
We gotta keep the leader.
Okay, what's your number?
I gotta get to the other one.
You
got a lot of line out up there?
Oh my God.
Stay loose on them, Vic. Hey, how close are you, Chris? He's thinking down right now.
Hey, I'll go to the front.
Our second angler, our second fish.
Right there.
Chris Galarraga. Okay, now I have it.
We're clean back there already. We're clean back there. I lied. I didn't see it. Oh, there he is. Hi, dude. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Yeah, wait up. Nice. Get him on camera. Got it.
We gotta jump it.
So, with no delay, I want to bring out the Miss Brit team.
This year with Ray Rocher was exceptional. This is our second win, just with me and him. And today I went 12 for 12, 100%.
It's been a lot of fun. Great tournament.
Okay. Got more stuff. I got some Matafel. I'm walking around the field trying to take pictures. Orca cooler.
Oh, cheeky.
I'm doing for the bow.
To the bow. Good check. Who's holding that? Chief. Oh. Congratulations, guys.
Well, congratulations to the winners of the Key West Sailfish Championship. The Owl's Nest, Asian Pearl, and the Miss Brit, those guys are always top contenders in any billfish tournament, no matter where it is. So my hat's off to you and congratulations to you guys. But more importantly, if you're thinking about visiting the Florida Keys, remember this. You can go to the Florida Keys and fish any tournament during any time of year. They have sailfish tournaments all through the winter and into the spring. And then they also have inshore tournaments like bonefish tournaments, tarpon tournaments, all the way in May and June and July. And then if you love to catch dolphin or even tunas, they have lots of dolphin tournaments during that time of year as well. And then as it cools off again in the fall, then we have fall bonefish tournaments, and then you have the grand finale, which would be the red bone, which is a redfish bonefish tournament out of Isla Mirada. But nevertheless, the Florida Keys is a world-class fishing destination for tournaments, and that truly is why this makes that a great Sportsman's Adventures.
Keep up with the latest Sportsman's Adventures news and events by logging into our website at sportsmansadventures.com and following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Coming up next week on Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy.
We are in Central Florida in one of the greatest bass projects of all time, the Stick Marsh. And when you see what the FWC has in store for us, when it comes to bass fishing and a new bass fishing model, you aren't going to believe it.